I mean, but then let's talk about Chris Rock, because then everybody wants to talk about Will, but then think about what Chris Rock is feeling and thinking. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. People question his manhood too now. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, manhood is a continuum. It's not predicated and based upon, even though like I'm alpha male, but I can look at Chris Rock and say, okay, damn, I commend you on keeping poised and keep being able to modulate your emotions and your feelings and not responding. Now, I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? It'd have been a fight straight up. You know what I mean? But I can still, praise him for saying, damn, bro, you kept it together. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me look at him as less of a man.
Man,
because
kept it
he
together.
did that, Yeah. Matter of fact, I commend him on it because I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Man, I don't know too many people that would have held it together like that.
No. I'd have Will up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stomped him out on national TV. You know what I'm saying? They would have arrested me. You know what I'm saying? Even though he started it. But, God's still working on me. But I'm just saying, and then it's an unfortunate thing with Chris because, like I said, Chris has been bullied. You know what I mean? Like, Chris don't want no smoke. He ain't even that type of dude. But then the other side of that, what people got to realize, there's a lot of them Rock brothers. There's a lot of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I think that family, like, they like the Wayans and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to say it's people that love Chris too. So see, Will got to understand the other side of that shit too. It's like, yeah, you slap Chris, but he from Brooklyn. Chris got family. He got friends. He got motherfuckers that ain't, they don't give a shit about crashing out. All of us got that no matter how successful we are. You know what I'm saying? So now you done kind of open the door for some other shit potentially. Potentially. I mean, hell, Tony Rock, he a comedian, he do his thing, but shit, Tony's still very much a nigga too. You know what I mean? So you run across Tony, it might be smoke. Who knows?
What do you think that this opens up the door for people to just run up on comedians now?
No. But people been doing that though. People been doing that.
I don't know if I've seen a comedian get smacked.
Come on. Yes, comedians have been attacked and heckled. That's not
I've
the
seen
first
them
time.
heckled and shit talked to them.
Man, who was it?
But
It just, I don't
think that's a normal thing for somebody to rush
No,
the
this
stage.
has happened before, bro.
I'm not saying this never happened.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I was saying, do you think this opens up the door for it to happen more often?
Nah. Because it's been, that's just what it is, bro. I don't think it opens up the door for anything. I hope it doesn't open up the door to try to censor comedians because I don't think that that's the answer either. Man, this was an isolated incident between two motherfuckers who know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should make it bigger than what it is. These motherfuckers know each other, have known each other for years. Their families know each other. So these are two motherfuckers that have a personal relationship, and one maybe went overboard, you know what I'm saying? It was a fucked up moment, and that's what it was, I don't think we should make it out more than what it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people, mainstream media, especially white media, they'll come with their, puritanical notions of all of this, holding people to a standard they can't hold themselves of, and etiquette and all of that. But man, it was really a very simple moment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you hate that it happened at the Oscars, and I hate that it had to be Chris Rock. But I don't think people are gonna start, running up on stage and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. And like I said, I know, and I don't know if it was Gary Owen. It was one of these comedians that recently, just within maybe the past year, they was performing and somebody ran up on stage. No, it was DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly, yeah. So last year, motherfucker got mad at something DC Young Fly said, ran up on stage, and DC Young Fly two-pieced him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So that's not the first time that's happened, and I don't think it'll be a thing. People are people, you know what I mean? So some of these comics, man, you can't play with. Some of these motherfuckers, you can run up there if you want to. DC Young Fly showed them that, I mean, what would you have it done? That's what we want to know. What would Cam Capone have done?
So if Cam Capone was there,
yeah.
If I was mad about it,
yeah.
If let's say, if I'm with my girl,
mm-hmm.
right, and she has something going on,
mm-hmm.
and the comedian says something,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, I'm going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But if I think it's funny,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to look to nobody else
mm-hmm.
to determine how I feel about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do.
Mm. Well, see, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not one. I've never been a person with a temper. I'm not quick to anger. I've slapped motherfuckers and broke niggas' jaws just because of based on principle, and I wasn't even mad. So some shit just is principle, regardless of how you feel. You know what I mean? Somebody could say something disrespectful to me. I'm not mad, but just based on the fact that you disrespected me, then I have to, I have to do what's necessary to make sure we have an understanding. You know what I mean? So, I don't know,
It gets touchy. I mean, I get
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your girl. You want to protect her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it all goes back to, was it really fucking disrespectful?
Yeah, but you have to
You know what
think
I'm
though. It's
saying?
not. But again, it's not about the joke. You got to think when she did that Red Table Talks, right? Of course, she opened up the door.
I don't know
and
why
she
they
started,
do that
I don't
shit.
know why they did that dumb shit. That was the worst thing they could have did. But then what happens is the comments, the opinion, of public opinion, it became more acrimonious. It became more hateful. It became more rooted in jealousy and different things like that. So yeah, even though they opened up the door for it, you know what I mean? Like, people are still human. And that's why I said in the beginning, you have someone like Will Smith who has tried to set this standard for himself of being the good guy. And oh, I'm gonna laugh, always keep a smile on my face. But at the end of the day, that's still a human being, that's still a man. And I think that he just hit his breaking point, you know what I mean? And
I agree. I mean, we agree on that part. That was it probably wasn't about the joke. It was just that was just a
wasn't
straw.
about the joke.
that
That
broke
was the
camel's
straw
back,
that
and
broke
he
the
was just-
camel's back, yes.
I mean, he'd been getting it for years.
Yep.
Ever since the whole cheating
Yep.
scandal came out, and he'd been probably called all types of suckers. And,
Yep. But
you
even
know, all
before
this
then,
stuff.
think about it. You got to think about the Tupac shit. He had to endure
Tupac
that.
shit.
So the fact that she had this thing for Tupac and he publicly admitted that he felt, I don't know if he used the word jealous, but he felt kind of, I don't know, maybe inferior to how she felt about Tupac because, Will Smith low key always wanted to be a badass, but that just ain't who he is. That just ain't what he made up of. But Tupac was that for her. So you got to think about all that. He's suppressing all of that. You know what I mean? And no telling
Will
really.
needs to leave Jada. Find him a woman who actually values him
Yeah,
the way he should be valued.
you might be right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they may be toxic together.
I don't think that he doesn't do it for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's Will fucking Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, rich, famous.
Right.
I mean, this dude, he could definitely find a woman that fucking idolizes him
Yeah.
and
But who's
treats
to say?
him great.
But who's to say that
You
she
know?
don't though, bro? Because again, you got to think we all speculating from the outside looking in.
Well,
we don't
'cause
know these
she
people,
bees with other people.
but they have an open
She
relationship.
has sex with other people.
He did too. They
And
have
public-
they have an open relationship, bro.
But she's gonna put it's public with her.
No,
who's
no.
Will been with?
No, well, this is the thing. Will got, I guess, better control over his hoes. What it was is August. He the one that set that off. August was the one to start talking. So once August went public and started talking,
Didn't she also say that he doesn't do it for her, him in bed? Do it for her in bed?
yeah, she did say some sideways shit about him. Yeah, that was fucked up.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. That was probably part of it too. That was all in that slap in that moment. You know what I'm saying? He probably, because when he came down. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably that. Damn, she think I ain't fucking her right. She, you know what I mean? She Tupac. Man, the media, everybody, ain't no, man, he had all of that shit in that slap, behind that slap, bro. You know what I mean? But again, I think Jada was she precipitated all this shit, bro, you know.